Hello all, and welcome to another casting CSGO with friends, where we have the friends on the CT side on this best of one matchmaking game on Inferno. They are Low Score Gaming, Big Papa, Thwomp, Frodo, Teabaggin, Scorch, and Quirky Turtle. Now, I haven't seen this game. I'm just going to cast back this replay as I see it, so I have no idea what's happening. Although it looks like there is something naughty about to happen. I'm seeing 5 nades on this T side with upgraded pistols. None of them with armor though, so this could be really easy butters. But oh man, the hail of nukes in towards that position on short. Papa is blind and hurt, very badly hurt. He just managed to do massive damage there. 96 points of damage there onto Boa as they push up. It looks like it's going to be through to CT and Quirky Turtle. This is absolutely massive here, and oh man, that just gets absolutely swept up so quickly. Instantly, I'm going to pull apart that T side. And one of those things, right? So we are going to pull apart a little bit, this bit, and kind of analyze it because it's good fun to look back and to learn, right? And obviously, I'm going to pull apart the friends because they are playing as a 5 and should be doing things together as a team. Now, that T side obviously had something in mind, and that was certainly up the mid to CT to B, but it was shut down so quickly, and that's because none of them had armor. You only really need 3 HEs to do that, what they were intending to do there up on short. This is brave of Quirky Turtle to take the peek there. He's very smart to actually retreat out of that. This is default utility here to try and control Banana, and Frodo's actually got a nice peek there. He's got Thwomp so nearby as well. It's going to be a flash in. Nice flash in from Thwomp in that. They are so white. This is absolutely insane crossfire as well. This is very, very nice default here from Low Score Gaming. Frodo Baggins is going to mop up the trade kill on towards Thwomp, and Scorch is going to get the second kill at top mid. Very nice second round here for Low Score Gaming. Now you're going to hear me talk about all sorts of things. I'll talk about eco rounds where teams are saving, where you're doing trade kills, where you're peeking together and trying to get that instant kill back if one of your teammates are killed. Most of all, defaulting, which is different for Ts as it is CTs. And for CTs, it's their kind of standard holding pattern to try and retain or get information, but retaining, most importantly, certain areas of map control. Certainly on this map, it's going to be this area here, Banana, where Frodo's putting down that Molotov to prevent any kind of rushes. He's returned with a flashbang and a smoke from the T side. That's exactly what they want to do as part of their default, to push those defenders back in towards this B bomb site. And now, look, we've got a perfect play here from Bonnie, who's going to be their lurker. Ooh, Scorch, though, is very patient there trying to get the information. Look at this, the T side is still fanned out. They still don't know where they want to go yet because they're waiting for information. This is a default, absolutely perfect. Frodo, that's a nice kill at the edge of the smoke there. Lennox is upset as he said, sure. One of those though where, of course, that's where Frodo's going to look because that's where the gap in the smoke is. So to get angry at that is you're retarded. Is the top and tail of it. Frodo Baggins is going to get aggressive again. He hasn't got his teammate with him to trade, but now Thwomp comes. Here's his sensible play now. Massive damage in. HE coming in. Ooh, it's going to find Thwomp. They need to be careful that they haven't overextended here on this B-bomb site. Luckily, Frodo Baggins finds one. Oh my goodness, he's found a quad kill as well. This is a very nice round for him, and that's the bomb down. Big Papa finding Mogler, and it's 3-0 for Low Score Gaming. There's such a fine line, right, between what Thwomp and Frodo Baggins did, which is they tried to take here with the Banana, got mollied off, they got pushed back with the smokes, and then they tried to re-aggress. They ended up getting a couple kills, but there's a fine line between re-aggressing and then both dying and then leaving all your teammates to have to try and retake B. And there's a fine line between taking that control again and winning the round and putting a brick wall then here at the bottom of Banana. So very fine line. Luckily, Frodo Baggins managed to convert that kill, and oh man, Big Papa, that's crispy. Nice kill as well here. Quirky Turtle's trying to set up a one-way. Papa has found himself a triple up against these weakened kills. Papa finds himself a quad, and Quirky Turtle uses that one-way to find Bonnie. This is a very, very good start for Low Score Gaming. This is good. This is very, very good CS. I'm almost getting a semi. Takes a little bit more utility usage to make me fully erect, and I want to see some big aces. Full buy-in. This is what makes the juices flow. This is going to be full utility. Look, full kits, full armor, full AK, full utility, and a full rifle buy-in with your double Molotovs here on Banana. This is again part of their CT default. Frodo could just go for a wallbang here. That would be very effective. He's not going to do it. Instead, that HE is going to do all the work of that wallbang for him. That's huge damage. Look at all this utility exchange. This is exactly what a default Inferno full buy round is, where both teams are vying for control of Banana, and now the T's have taken it. And now this is exactly it. They've smoked it off. But what Scorch is doing is putting pressure in towards the A-apps right now to let them know and say, hey, we haven't rotated and left this site open, by the way. But now they can play 2 here, and they're going to leave 3 up towards the B-bomb site, but the T side are moving around. Look, they're trying to suss out again. They've given up on banana control because they can't try to take it, and now Lennox is going to be moving in towards this boosted Big Papa. This is such a nice boost. Papa's ready for the trade attempt from Mogler as well. This is really good level CSGO, and the return Molotov. They don't know where that bomb is yet, remember, so it could be very conceivable for Papa that they're going to rush in with the bomb behind him here. This is so good, and the flash peek. This is literally, I'm erect. I'm erect. This is much better from some of the games, and Frodo Baggins doesn't get jiggled out by the peak. Doesn't get baited by the jiggle peek, apologies. Boa now effing up his flashbangs. Quirky Turtle instantly traded up after his kill on Boa by Bonnie. 4 versus 1 at this point. The bomb is going to be moving back down banana to lower mid. This is exactly where Big Papa's ready. The flash has gone down to under. In comes the trade kill. Trade kill from Scorch. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. My textbook is now closed because it's obviously open in front of this team. The trade kills are in, the flashbangs are in, the Molotovs, the default control of banana is in. They're not getting baited out by ridiculous fakes, which makes the teams overextend or rotate to the wrong bomb site. This is just... This is good. And now again, we've got T's upsetting slow out spawn, because I just don't think they know what to do at this point. When they're 5-0 down and getting absolutely wrecked. Then a buy down to about 2 grand. Look, 1 AK's out and upgraded pistols, back 10. Nice wallbang. But Quirky Turtle trying to set up that one way. Ooh, nice flash in. Mogler does cross over the angle. He needs to be careful here because, yep, Scorch is not going to fall for that trick. Look at this crossfire as well from Scorch and Big Papa here. Oh, Big Papa, nice swing in. Frodo Baggins does find Bonnie as well and Banana. This is just all report written by Lennox. This is not an all report situation. This is just Low Score Gaming playing very well. Mick now going to try and do what his teammate did. Good utility again for Papa to try and clear out anyone who's up top mid. He can shoot that AK across the Scorch if we're going to get really nerdy. It's one of those things of how nerdy do you want to get? Do you want to go full Asian, or do you just want to just have a fun time with your friends? Look at it, and because they've got banana control, I say this all the time, not Mick's got the kill on Square, but because they've got banana control, Frodo can be left here alone, and they can all play at this A bomb site, and Swamp has managed to find Boa in the apartments area, and now that this is just going to be really easy, right? There it is, another crispy one to make it 6-0 for Low Score Gaming. I can only describe those first 6 rounds as utterly perfect. Obviously, there's imperfections. Obviously, some people have died. And Papa's just said, guys, we're literally just holding hands. That's exactly what they're doing. But they're doing it very well. And again, they use default utility to control Banana. They set up this brick wall with this line of sight from the AWP on barrels. So they can just watch this angle. And that meant that Swamp can go around and they can just do a 4-man hold on this A bomb site, right? This is absolutely tip-top gameplay. Nice default Molotov down here towards the B-bomb site, and towards the bottom of mid. HE again from Frodo Baggins, but it looks like they're not going to try and vie for Banana control as much. Ooh, Swamp, he's been left alone a bit here. That's a little bit rough. He needed to communicate with Frodo there. They needed to be a little bit more explicit about what they were doing there. When Frodo moved back, Swamp needed to move back too. You don't have one hold deep and one hold passive. Frodo, though, does manage to capitalise on one, but Mick has found Big Papa. Suddenly this is looking like the first mistakes that Low Score Gaming are presenting to us. And now they've got no banana control, and as you can see, the T's were moving towards this. Scorch is going to pull away to the wrong bomb site, and now it's 3 coming up towards this A site in through mid. This is going to be very rough now for Quirky Turtle. Quirky Turtle can surely hear this. Are they going to call Scorch back? Scorch now is waiting in CT looking at B. They've got 2 on B, 1 on A, and 3 of the CTs, are moving in on this A bomb site. Now finally in a bad sense for Low Score Gaming, but finally for a good sense if you're T side right now, is that they are actually looking like they're going to have a round doable. 3 versus 3 though, they need to survive this retake. Bonnie's going to be going in towards the apartments area. This is where Quirky Turtle's coming in though. Oh, and Quirky Turtle's going to find that kill, that's nice. 3 versus 2. The smoke is up from that T side, the flash is in, they just need to wait and coordinate this push. Nice nade from Scorch to clear out that corner. He does clear this clear. Would like to watch your broadcast, very nice. So now in comes this retake attempt, and what a nice tap in. It's a 3 versus 1. Last guy's in pit, and Scorch can literally just move in and clear the angle. It's just a 2 versus 1. There's plenty of time to defuse this bomb. It's 7-0. This is absolutely sick from Low Score Gaming. Look how patient they were. They had time, and do you know what? They understood that they had time. They had that smoke up on long, and Scorch wasn't fazed by it, and Quirky Turtle didn't push out before his teammates came long. This This is good CSGO. My goodness, this, like, how long have I waited to see good CSGO from this team, from the friends? This is it. And obviously the T-side are on full tilt about this cheating allegation that's coming on there. Quirky Turtle, nice and aggressive. Ooh, he needs to survive that trade attempt coming in. And in comes the default utility. Look at that, they've got banana control. That smoke now on bottom banana. Frodo Teabaggers could just sit here and Thwomp can rotate round. This is exactly what default Inferno is. But ooh, Quirky Turtle getting caught out by Mick on the run there. Scorch now trying to watch from long archers. They haven't got short control right now, and there are 4 Ts I think trying to push in. And ooh, Big Papa, that's really unlucky. Mick is being really aggressive. Nice kill there from Lennox onto Scorch as well, and Thwomp trying to be aggressive, but Mick is going to absolutely destroy him now, 1 versus 4. You can't really say that too much went wrong there for Low Score Gaming. They just lost the round, fair and square. They just got found out. They even knew it was going A, right? You know, that Frodo and Thwomp had cleared this out. They knew it was going there, but Mogler, oh no. There it is, nice kill there, 7-1. Finally the T-side putting up 1 round. That was good, that was nice to see. Low Score Gaming are affluent and, quite frankly, rolling in it. They've got plenty of money to buy straight back into this. Papa will have a drop from one of his friends, and 7-1 is the score as they go into round number 9. Plenty of time, plenty of money, and they are plenty of space up ahead. Nice, fast kill there from Quirky Turtle as well. Onto Mogler, and there is the default utility again for Frodo Baggins, and the flash over the top. It's very nice to see as they go to contest banana. This is absolutely standard here. This standard here, and now the T's are just trying to find a way in. Quirky Turtle in a great angle. That's absolutely nice. Quirky Turtle also finding that kill, and it's Boa. Boa dropped by Frodo Baggins. Big Papa on short is going to find Lennox. Mick is the last alive in mid, and he's going to be found by Quirky Turtle, who's aggressing, playing so aggressive with that AWP. They're playing double AWPs right now on Low Score Gaming. They've got 1 on A and 1 on B, and it's absolutely working. Quirky Turtle being so aggressive with his, and Frodo being nice and passive with his, but that's what we need on banana. You don't want your AWPer yeeting down banana looking for these kills on these angles. You don't need that. You need a Frodo Baggins to be sensible, and on A is where you can get away with your AWPer moving around all these angles, moving around here and all that kind of stuff. So in comes Mick finding Quirky Turtle now. Fast utility exchanged on banana, and it's going to be a jumping P90 on Mogler on towards Thwomp. Frodo Baggins now retreating back to the coffins as quick as he can. He's got a man dem up in his face. Bonnie just navigating his way through the smoke. In comes the smoke on CT. The bomb's moving in towards his B-bomb site. They're committing to it. Scorch has found Bonnie, and oh no, Mogler has just caught Frodo Baggins looking completely the wrong way. I think Frodo heard that smoke in CT, and I think naturally would have just turned around just to make sure that no one's creeping around his back. I would argue this is a save at this point. There's 3 on the B-bomb site, and yet they're just going to shut you down if you're coming in for a peek here. Just need to get the AWP, and that's it, just get out of there, because they are going to hunt him, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Big Papa just needs to get the head out of there, drop that Molotov down on the floor, prevent that guy from chasing him. Doing what he can. T-side are going to try and just hunt Papa down because they don't want them getting good weapons at this point. He's got enough time to survive this, and the Molotov's down there as well. Plenty of time. Lennox might try and run through this, but here he comes. He might just get away with it. Oh my goodness, he does survive freeze time, and there it is. 8-2 is the scoreline. Low Score Gaming still out in front and still with plenty of cash to buy in what they need to. Round 11, T-side, slow out of spawn, but they're just trying to decide their arsenal and get their weaponry together. Standard default now on the CT side, 2 towards B, contesting banana, and the other 3 on A. Fast peek in from Quirky Turtle, he takes damage, but he does find Mick through the surface on his forehead. Mogler is so low after the utility exchange on banana as well. In comes the utility towards this A bomb site. Flashes in the corner, long as well on the smoke, and Big Papa's dug in here. I'm not sure they're going to check him. They're not going to check him. They are going to check him last minute.com, but Papa manages to find one before he's instantly traded out. In comes the players on through long. It's a 2 versus 4. Apologies, 3 versus 4. They've got a lurker out towards this B bomb site. They need to be careful about this. Quirky Turtle is so low. Scorch is in here. Fantastic beacon from Scorch. That's absolutely huge. And Swamp's just going to drop the bomb carrier in the worst possible position ever. It's Mogler with 4 points of health. Solo just running back down Banana. This is such good play from Low Score Gaming. Low Score Gaming doing the exact opposite of their game name. It's a very high score right now. Mogler, good night, and it's 9-2. You must be so happy if you're LSG right now. If you're on the CT side, you're pumping, you've got money, and you're just humping that T side. Wherever they're going, whatever they're doing, you are just putting them just in their place, stopping them with whatever's happening. It's not even like they're just winning rounds by the skin of their teeth, right? Because I would be berating them for that. I would be holding no holds barred. I'd just be pointing out, they're like, no, yeah, guys, you're only winning this because of, you know, heads up CSGO, where everyone's just winning random one-off duels. But now this is a fast push on towards B again. One has managed to do it, but again, Frodo Baggins has left him alone at the sandbags. They need to communicate better. If they're don't have one deep and one close. You either both play close and you can test Banana together, or you both hold back on the site. That is where that B site fail has gone wrong again. But it's going to now be a 3 versus 3 retake, and there's only 3 submachine guns. And loads of utility on this CT side. Plenty of time, plenty of kits, plenty of util. Molotov in there. That's going to make it a little bit difficult. And in comes the smoke. It's going to land in a weird spot. Oh no! Scorch. This is looking a bit messy here from Low Score Gaming. Very messy. Smoke on the bomb as well is going to make it even harder to defuse. Time is now running out rapidly. They need to save. This retake has gone wrong, and they just need to get out of there. Nice hold of the angle here by Quirky. He is going to get one exit kill, but they just need to give up on that. Scorch has found one as well. And no choice for Lennox but to die on the bomb site. And see how one mistake decides the round. That one mistake of they did use the Molotov on Banana, right, but they didn't set up to trade each other. Frodo Baggins was back here and Thwomp was back here, and like, you know, and they just, by the time they overran him, there needs to be another one here to kind of just like be right here to set up that crossfire. Like I say, you can't have one guy back here and one guy holding the corner. You either need to be both playing on the site, or you need to both be playing up on here to try and get control. You need to decide what you're doing as the CT side. And that one mistake, which then forced the rest of the Low Score Gaming into a retake, decided that round. And now you can see they're playing it together, both holding that corner together. They've already adjusted to their mistake and realised what it was. Now, though, there's pressure towards this A-bomb site, and I wonder if the T-side is starting to adjust to this hold, and Scorch is now deleted on long. Now it's the A-side defense is going to be tested, and Big Papa is out of bullets because he's been spamming that smoke, and down he goes. Papa managed to find one. Quirky Turtle, the aggressive AWPer, he finds one, but he has no idea Lennox is here. Then Lennox is going to check him. Quirky almost tried to hit that flip shot up to him, but now it's the A-bomb site that's fallen down, and the retake attempt from B. And it's not going to be doable, I don't think. I think they can try and prod. They're going to try and probe and see if they can get a kill. And if they manage to get 1 or 2 kills really quickly and make it 2 versus 1, they go for it. But there's just no kills, and there's no kits. And this is quite rightfully a save for Low Score Gaming. See that as well? The fact that they're flashing and checking and doing everything together like that. This T-side does mean business. They do mean to play together. They do mean to do some funky stuff together. And I like it. I'm all for it. 9-4 for the T side, and it's still looking favourable for Low Score Gaming. They are obviously 5 in the lead, but I think the T side are going to make this more competitive than Low Score Gaming want it to be if they keep losing rounds. Interesting decision to opt not to save together there as well. They've saved completely separately, but it is what it is. Approaching the last round of this half. They've obviously won out this half already. Even if they'd won it 8-7, they would have won it. But 9 rounds, the best T-side can hope for right now is a 9-6 half. And that is certainly going to be their ambition for the next 2 rounds. And Low Score Gaming, they just want to hit double digits right now. They just want to stay in front and just reaffirm their dominance and their lead. There's the default utility again. But again, look, the first thing is that Frodo Baggins has run away and left Thwomp on his own. And they've not set up for a trade again. Luckily, Thwomp has seen the person running out behind him. Scorch has managed to find one. Scorch is going to find second as well. And Thwomp does find Mogler, but man, that's scary that Frodo Baggins just runs off and leaves Thwomp on his own. If Thwomp had just got fully blind checked there on the sandbags, that just would have just been a defender down B for nothing at all. The bomb, though, is down by top mid. Thwomp has already rotated over from B, and it's going to be 4 players holding this.
Throwing grenade. Throwing flashback.
Report in for Quirky Turtle. People aren't happy with that so far, and now T-side need to decide whether they're saving this. They're going to just try and probe. They've got 57 seconds, and they can just sit and see if CT's going to come looking for it. Frodo Baggins is coming down through Banana. He's missed his shot. He's going to throw a flash at the floor to just try and retreat. It's again, Frodo needs to be playing with his team with the bomb. Again, I don't know why the decision is that he's so far away. If he goes down, it's just another player down. It's a 2 versus 3 for nothing. Bonnie now, trying to swing in, trying to get Papa. He's trying to complete that spray, but it's not going to happen. Time is running out. Sloppy utility being used by the T-side here as they try and get it. Scorch is just going to sit here as the Iron Curtain on this long corner. Found out by Mick. He's just going to wait for Frodo Baggins, who's just going to come and present himself. There's another one there as well. Ooh, he's just going to run it by. It's going to be... Oh my goodness, but it's not a winnable round at this point. Died after time as well. Nice and well played there by Thwomp. That was... arguably hairy. Arguably not that clean, not that surgical, not that great. I think certainly commendable was just Scorch, who just sat here, literally for a minute and a half, just sat on long corner, watching the bomb. That is all he needed to do. That is all LSG needed to do as a team. Instead, going down to the 1 man, 4 players needing to rebuy in on the last round. Round number 15. Of course they can buy in. They've obviously got the rifles and everything they want, but I'm sure they would want some more utility behind it as well. Quirky Turtle finding Mick. Bomb's still down and spawn. They're not sure where they want to go yet. Molotov thrown in up from second mid as they try and put pressure on Big Papa here in Boiler. Nice kill from Scorch, who's so deep and absent. Great thing is, he's instantly retreating, and Quirky Turtle again, the aggressive AWP peeking up from mid. Oh, and he's found a second one as well. Nice peeks. 1 versus 5. Lennox, he might get a double here. He might get a double. Yeah, he might get a double. He might get a triple if he's careful, but Frodo Baggins is right where he needs to be this time. All those times berating him for me in the wrong place, and here he's exactly where he's needed just for that trade after the double kill. 11-4. This is such a good half for Low Score Gaming. That chat at the bottom left, they're not happy. CT side are fuming. Yo. Oh, I wonder if we're going to see a similar mistake to what CT side did first time around, but no, we're not going to see it. It's going to be 2 guys without armor this time and 3 with, which is much better. Because when you don't have armor, right, it's just USPs are just going to absolutely ruin you. But we're seeing 4B, 4 guys B. In come the nades. Oh my goodness, the nades have absolutely wrecked a Low Score Gaming. Oh, and Thwomp is so white. Down he goes. Thwomp somehow manages to just survive that flash in his face and destroy Lennox. This is 3 though. The CTs are just holding this bomb. They're doing exactly what they're meant to be doing. The nukes down Banana. Frodo Baggins is in good position here moving in through CT, but I'm not sure he's going to be predicting Boa, whose his job is to wait for that lurk. And he is, I think, going to spot him. Look how dug in these CTs are. They're not picking it. Boa has found the lurking Frodo Baggins, but oh my goodness, this is nice. How have they just converted this? Thwomp and Quirky Turtle have just literally done some kind of swap clear, some SAS bullshit clear of the lower Banana, and quite rightly in comes the report. How have they literally just done that? Now they've gone for interesting positions. They're miles away from each other. Oh no, Thwomp, he's made so much noise. Oh no, how's that gone so wrong? They played so well and they've just thrown it in the bin. Low Score Gaming. They just literally screwed up the piece of paper that had a big WIN written across it, and they just threw it down the toilet. Man, that was so good as well. 3 CTs covering that bomb were not peeking, and then in goes Quirky and Thwomp to just suddenly tap head. Frodo had the right idea as well to kind of triple up that three-pronged attack from behind, but luckily the Boa was watching for the flanker. CT side now slow out of spawn, but they do have the better choice of weaponry. 2 upgraded pistols and 1 smoke, and it looks like all of Low Score Gaming are moving through second mid right now. Default smoke. They didn't need to throw it that shallow on themselves, right? They don't need to be so scared, but CTs are showing a lot of respect right now. They're just hiding. They are just hiding. They're not even going for banana. Contesting it. Scorch. First down. And Scorch's death is just going to trigger the train. And oh my goodness, out it comes. Out comes the P250s. Mick is already here though. He is going to get the bomb planted just milliseconds after he's finished planting. Boa, that HE is going to do more damage to himself than anyone else, but he is going to find Frodo T back in. Quirky Tilt left on his own in a lurking position. He's flanking behind Apps. He may really quickly, nicely find the bomb diffuser here. Oh no, they're checking him though. He's found one. They have deleted him straight away though. Plenty of time to defuse the bomb. 11-6.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
They've still got a massive lead. Low Score Gaming can definitely sit and relax. Nice bit of sarcasm from the boys in the chat. And now they can buy in as well, especially with the plant that they got. That was really nice, Benny. That train in towards Apps as well. And the reason they could get that far into Apps is because the CTs aren't fanning out, getting control, looking down second mid, looking down mid, doing anything. They are just throwing that Molotov on towards B, and now look at what they're doing as well. They're both moving towards site. They're not leaving one guy there in banana and one guy run back site. They're both retreating, and this is looking good for them. They're flashing behind him as well. Lennox as well getting the HE through that smoke. This bomb is solo though in towards the Apps, and this smoke spray is going to do real damage. The HE onto well, the utility B from the CT side has been really good, and it's really hurt Low Score Gaming. Bomb thrown down to Scorch. I was going to say, which is odd for Quirky Tilt to play the bomb because he is of course their lurker, and you want that bomb really to be moving around with the team. Nice flash in, but he can't predict Boa on a close angle like that. And this is always the thing, when CTs have submachine guns, they're not going to play the standard angles you expect a rifle to hold. Nice flash in through that smoke as well. That does so much, blinding to the guys. But right now, it's a 3 versus 3 on the same bomb site. These two who are here on B are not going to really see much action here. Nice flash in. Lennox dodges it. That's absolutely huge. Frodo Baggins hasn't got his weapon out, and that is going to be an absolute fluff of a mistake here towards round number 18. We're looking like it's going to be going 11-7. The lurker is now last alive and hasn't actually found anything impactful on his lurking and his last minute of being alive, and Lennox is going to mop it up. 11-7. Quirky, I think the job of the lurker, right, is to, one, try and get information of what's happening on the opposite bomb site that you're trying to probe, and, you know, and mop up any kind of aggressive CTs, but no one kind of came to peek Quirky Turtle, and then, you know, so maybe his job was to try and fake out some utility, try and get someone to come look for him, let them know that he was there, but nothing really happened, and it kind of just stayed that way. Pistols now for Low Score Gaming, and they need to be very careful that the CTs don't start catching up, which is what is happening right now, and they just need to start wakey, eggs and bakey. They might not get a win this round because obviously they're using pistols, but they need to just, this round they can talk, right? They can say like, right, obviously we know the two guys who play B, they don't like to come and peek it, which is exactly what they're doing. Look, Boa and Mogger aren't even coming to peek it. Scorch knows that as well this round, and so he can know that, right, they're not coming to peek it, so we can just put more pressure towards A and just leave Scorch there. It can just be 4 versus 3 on the A bomb site. And at this mid-round point right here is when you want to start probing the other bomb site. Quirky Turtle, that's nice as well. This patience in from the T side is really starting to make it painful. Now comes the flash out of Apps. In comes the train from Apps. Mick finds one. If he finds a second, that's massive impact. He can't find a second thwomp, and Frodo Baggins going for the double peek now. Weapons on this T side. This is absolutely brilliant. Mogler is going to find Scorch though. 3 versus 2. Retake attempt. There are kits. There is flashbangs. The thwomp is going to set up that smoke, and this is such good positioning that they've got. There I was saying that they might not get it this round. Low Score Gaming proved me wrong. Sick flash in by Mogler. Quirky Turtle though, great angle, and Frodo Baggins is just going to punish Mogler after he's recovered from the flashbang. Well, there I was. doubting Thomas. Low Score Gaming wouldn't get the conversion of their pistols. How wrong was I? And the only fault I can give at the CTs for that is that they didn't see that pistol train coming. You know, and people saying, well, how are they meant to know? Well, the B players could have tried and probed a little bit more to see where it's coming. They could have had some apps presence to see what's happening. And now look, it's Lennox going for an app position. Now Lennox is in apps. He's challenging, getting default map information. He's pushing to see where they are. And now Boa, look, is now trying to get map information as well. This is what the CTs need to be doing last round. This is it. This is exactly... That is how the CT round would have seen that train coming last round. And this is how they messed up last round, and now they're playing right with the crapper weapons this round. And now look, they've scared off Low Score Gaming. Now Low Score Gaming are reset behind a load of smoke screens, and they need to try and regain some control. Boa is solo on B right now, and there are 4 towards this A bomb site. So Low Score Gaming need to start probing for some information. There's over a minute on the clock. Oh no! Oh no! Luckily, there's a trade potential there from Big Papa, but Low Score Gaming need to start probing to start seeing where those CTs are and figure out which site they want to hit. They're so static. They've slowed down, and this is because they didn't have any information. I think they think that the banana players have pushed out, and that's why they're being so careful out here. And this is what, because they haven't defaulted, look, Quirky's now having to spend so much time checking every angle because no one went there earlier in the round, and so they don't know if it's clear. And now Papa moving in, slow. Just Swamp even had a flashbang to try it, and now this is really, really poor stuff here from Low Score Gaming. Nice kill though from Thwomp. It's going to make it happen. Molotov up on towards balcony as well. This is really nice stuff.
Smoking.
Down towards the 2 versus 2 now. How they've suddenly managed to activate and convert it. Very good. Always putting me to shame. Always when I'm telling them off. Oh, the smoke spray. And Thwomp is so low. 3 points of health. It's done. It's going to be 12-8.
Defusing the bomb.
I mean, they can be happy with that bomb plan. It was like a 2 versus 4, I think, at that point. So they should be very happy with that. But again, they need to watch that round back and see that because they didn't default, everything took so much longer. And they were then scared. As soon as they got locked out of this A bomb site here, as soon as the CTs drew a wall here, because no one went up here, they had no idea if this was clear. So they were then just kind of locked in this position because that's all the info they had was only in mid and second mid. They had no idea if anyone was clear or if anyone was around here, and it really made it difficult for them to then make any moves anywhere on the map. Default utility now from CT. Molotov's thrown in by the T side in return as well, and Lennox is going to see one before that smoke moves. Again, this is all default here. This is all just smokes, flashes, all to try and vie for control of mid and banana. All very, very normal stuff at this stage of the round. Return, they're just going to re-smoke top mid as well. And Lennox is very low after that. Nice HE from Scorch. That would have punished anyone waiting on the other side of those stairs. But fortunately for CT side, no one's there. Nice flash in from Papa as well. My guy has been learning how to flashbang. This smoke here, which means Scorch doesn't have to worry about his left as he goes to look down the angle towards the balcony. This is very nice stuff again. I'm not sure if these are planned Molotovs. I'm not sure how many people are going to be stood in that position. Quirky Turtle that uses Molotov. Nice flash as well, but it goes too high. And it's not really blinding Boa here on this position. Oh man, LSG, you need to start looking at your utility, boys, because that was shocking stuff. They've already smoked CT. Why are they re-smoking it? That would have been another smoke over towards Coffins. That would have been much better here. This is an awful, awful execute here from Low Score Gaming. This is absolutely shocking. Big finds Quirky Turtle. Big Papa finds Boa down through the smoke. In comes the rush in towards to try and plant this bomb. Frodo Backers does find Mogler. Big Papa somehow manages to brawl his way to a plant on the bomb site by killing Bonnie. Mick has found Frodo T. Baggins, and it's a 2 versus 2 retake on this B bomb site. Big Papa is low. Mick finds Scorch, and low Papa is now hiding in the well. He's going to be leaked on both sides, and it's going to be 12-9. Nice overkill there from Lennox, as Lennox just mag dumping the shit out of Big Papa's body. 12-9. I said they needed to go back and watch the last round for their poor default. They need to go back and watch that one as well. That was an awful execute. It's not even like the CTs were putting any pressure on them. The CTs weren't trying to, like, you know, molly them back into banana or try and push them back away from the bomb site. They weren't trying to bat them away. They were literally just sat there waiting for them. And they just threw all these flashbangs and smokes that did absolutely nout, and then just Thwomp just kind of was the first man to just walk up and got shot. really, really ropey. Amazingly, they got a bomb plant down. Ooh, smoke in. This is nice. This is nice, but they are caught in a crossfire between Boiler and Short here, and that is so ropey. Nice flanking from Scorch, but this is going to be rough. A 3 versus 2 here. Scorch is down in the pit. Quirky Turtle is unaccounted for as far as CTs are aware. HE going in. Ooh, it's going to do so much damage. It's going to land right on his beanie hat. He's just trying to stay alive, and he tries to do as much as he can, but Quirky Turtle was just a bit really slow there on this rotate. So slow. He was literally dealing with a 3 versus 1. The last 3 rounds now from Low Score Gaming have been really dog turd. And the score is starting to reflect that the CTs are adjusting. They're playing together as well. It's not like they're not just getting one man either, like by one guy carrying the team. They're actually just getting good crossfires that was set up there on Short. That's the bomb retrieve though. Quirky Turtle might actually sneak off with this, and if he have they faked that he's going to be? Oh, this is massive IQ. This is, and now what this round is now coming down to is, oh no, they're going back. Oh, then they're not sure. They're not sure that Quirky Turtle. CTs are split up. You'd always rather stay together. Oh no, and it's going to be 12 to 10. Quirky Turtle had such a nice try there. Man, that was close. Very close. Money's available here for Low Score Gaming, but certainly not for much util if they decide to all go for AKs. However, full buyout now for CT side. Yeah, it's one of those where I don't think anyone's emerging as super fragging. Oh, Mick is up there and Mogler is struggling, but I think Mogler and all that is on the B-bomb side, which hasn't really been super contested. Look at this, default utility, Molotovs everywhere, and they're just to try and slow any advance up Banana. That Molotov onto barrels would signify that the CTs are pulled back to site. It's the first thing you would see if you're looking at it. And again, the fact that Mogler's just thrown that smoke, again, signifies that he's hiding on site. Bonnie. Trying to throw the Molotov, but Scorch has already crossed the front. Look at this default, there's pressure on both sides. There's pressure on B and there's pressure on Boiler right now. This is a fantastic default because the CTs don't know where to sit yet. They don't know where to be because they just have no idea where this hit's coming from. And now the bomb's coming up to A. This is fantastic. Big Papa is faking out the utility on B. He's keeping 2 defenders there, and now they're going to push in towards A. Scorch is going to be the first one to go down after he finds a kill onto Lennox. Mick has found a double kill with this AWP, and Thwomp is pushed out of Palace, and this is really good. 3 versus 3 right now, but 2 of them are rotating in from B, and Big Papa needs to try and move up to the bomb site. Oh no, he's going for a fake. He's going back around behind, and I think Thwomp's job now is to try and retain the defenders here. He's going to try and keep the enemies here, but Papa's now going back towards the A bomb site. I think they were like, you know, did we double fake it? Did we double bluff it? But no, they're going to go in towards this A bomb site. 2 versus 3 now on the retake. Mogler moving in. Bomb goes down. Thwomp's got such a nice head angle. Such a nice head angle. 3 versus 1. Bower in from Short. He's got it all to do. No utility. He can just sit around the edge of this smoke with his M4. He can't see anything. Oh no, the crab walking. The crab walking, man. It's 13 to 10. That was such a better round from Low Score Gaming. They fanned out. Papa was putting, you know, Papa et al. Was putting pressure up here on B, and they even pushed all the way up to here. And because of the utility they were throwing, they were keeping 2 defenders here, whilst it was a 4 versus 3 over on the A bomb site. Absolutely spectacular round. That again is what you should be doing on Inferno, right? You want to just be keeping the pressure up somewhere else, but it's a fake. You know, it's like a poker face, and instead you're just going to go hit another site completely. Fantastic stuff. Thwomp now peeking around here. Good use of the Molotov. It's going to force Boa forward, and Thwomp is going to punish Boa, who's trying to come play aggressive. Here comes the smoke on CT. Thwomp wants to play fast here. Thwomp wants to go really aggressive. This is something that Smurv likes to do. Just play really aggressive. Oh no, the flash. The flash has not worked, and Mogler's just going to punish that, and the brakes have been put on this push for a second. In comes the flashes. So many flashbangs. They need to actually go in there and not just keep left-clicking the flashbangs. The smoke's gone. They've taken too long. This is what happens when you take too long. Luckily, Scorch finds Mick, and Big Papa finds Mogler. Smoke goes down again to cover the angle. 2 versus 3. Bomb going down, but 2 of them are very low. Frodo Baggins is down. Scorch is now very low, and in comes the 2 versus 2. Bomb's not even down yet. Scorch is so low as well. This bomb's not even down. But I don't think they know that Quirky Turtle is lurking in. Again, Quirky Turtle is the lurker. Oh no, they have no idea. I think he's gone in towards such Ooh, Lennox has just checked Scorch. They have no idea where Quirky is, though. This lurking position may really, really work for him. But he has no idea that Bonnie's coming behind him. No. Oh no, he's been checked. He's been checked. Slightly too slow on that lurk again, and it's 13-11. After such a massive deficit, the CTs are now closing hot on the tails of Low Score Gaming. Definitely a lot of things for them to look back on this game. They can celebrate a lot of things that they did absolutely right, absolutely perfectly. There's also a lot of things they need to come and have a look at and think about where they need to improve. Nice default smoke here, and just a standard shot through the smoke, just at bottom mid there to see if anyone's there. In comes the great flash in. It's all just, again, look at this fan out. Everyone's fanned out. Everyone's just trying to go for default control here. The top mid, the top banana, and for the apartments here. So this is all very nice standard stuff. Bonnie has found the first kill onto Frodo Baggins in towards the apartments of A, and he's going to retreat back knowing he's got his one-man advantage. He doesn't want to be found by the second trade killer. Ooh, Lennox though, he does find one, but is instantly traded up by Quirky Turtle. They've still retained the man advantage on the CT side, but now they're unsure where this bomb is going to be going to. Still out towards... They've rotated off, look. Bo is now solo on this bomb site. Papa is going to throw the smoke over towards Coffins. There's only one person here. They're smoking towards CT. This is all going to bait over towards East Players. Why? They're double smoked. They need to go in towards A. Those double smokes have pulled away all the CTs, look. And they should go in and just hit A, but they are going to commit to this, but it's not going to work for them. Great Molotov in, and Boa is going to be pushed forward with that Molotov, and we are going to see some funky angles here out of CSGO Auto Director of the Fallen Bomb, and in they go in towards this B bomb site, and Bonnie, through his teammate, is going to kill Big Papa, and Bo is going to hard clear the angle into Shadow to kill Scorch. 13-12 is the score on round 26. Man, this is hairy now. This is a little bit Harry the Spider, a little bit. I wouldn't be feeling comfortable now if I was Low Score Gaming, not knowing that we've really started to blunder a little bit. The steam's starting to run out of the steam train. They need to get some more hot coal in there. And someone, and I don't know who yet, but someone needs to start shoveling and getting some more fuel on that fire. Default utility again, smoke top mid, HE's through it, and it's all just control. The boys on B are playing really passive. They should try and get information here so they can read this play in towards A. The flashbang comes in, Quirky jump with the hero, AK. Oh, and the running one tap is absolutely beautiful as well. Mick's just going to hide in towards the position on long, and the bomb's going to be going down by Big Papa. This is a fantastic P250 train again, led by the hero, AK of Big Quirky Turtle. This is fantastic. Big Papa is just going to sit short with that M4, and it doesn't matter that Scorch has just been eaten up by the HE grenade. This is really rough. They're still trying to hunt down Scorch there, but Big Papa's just going to keep re-peeking it on a nice timing. Mick is going to find Scorch, but they're happy with that. Scorch was just holding a deagle. They're not too worried about that, and Mick's now being hunted by Quirky Turtle. He's going to get away with it. It's going to be 14-12. That was a really nice round there. Ooh, he hit Big Papa. I think he must have hit him through the thinnest bit of railing. Frodo Baggins, I think, trying to survive in pit, but wasn't able to. 2 rifles salvaged. That was a really nice P250 train, and again, the CTs, they sat too passive. The 2 guys on B, sitting Coffins and CT, they had no idea that no one was here. And same again, no one came into Boiler to have a look to see if this was clear. So the CTs T-side, sorry, just walked in and just found their way in here. Quirky Tit was able to just run round and just get 2 kills on entry. That was shocking from the CT side. Default fast molly now, and it's going to be one in return from the CT side, but Form's just going to navigate his way around it, and that's massive that he's caught Boa out with his pants absolutely down around his ankles. In comes the flashbang. They need to play aggressive on it here and not just be throwing utility in, and there we go. That's what happens when you be aggressive on the T side. They've re-smoked CT as well. This is fantastic team coordination in now. Flomp has been so aggressive. This is absolutely huge. This is very much what Smurfs likes to do. The hyper-aggression is finally going to be stopped by Lennox, but it's a 2 versus 4 retake at this point. Papa, who is the twin brother, is just going to fill in his dead brother's shoes, and he's just going to sit and watch the angle now. It's done between the twins. They've got all the kills, and it's 15-12. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. That was much better. The last 2 rounds there from Low Score Gaming redeemed everything. Now they just need to win it. They've got match point. There's a risk of a draw if they now completely drop the ball, but at least they've secured some of that yellow.
Decoy.
And I do not mean Jeff Lynn and his merry band of violinists. Looks like we're going to be seeing a default event again out of the CT side, but they've only got 4 subbies, and Scorch is just going to melt out Boa, but he's going to be traded up by Mogler, and now that's going to pull over one other player towards the B-bomb site, but the bomb is over towards A, and it's Bonnie solo. Mick sensibly coming back towards A. They're doing a 2-2 split. Now the player can come back. Do you see this? Because Mogler's pushed up here, they now can play 3 here. This is why banana control is so important. So important. Now they can play on the right bomb site and actually be here to contest the bomb as it comes towards the objective. Much better play here from the CT side. Ooh, Quirky Turtle though is going to find Bonnie. Again, CSGO Auto Director giving us some funky angles where we're not seeing those kills, but it does not matter. Nice flash in from Palace as they come on out towards this bomb site, and Lennox is going to be found by Quirky Turtle. We are going to be seeing those dead bodies again. I love some of these angles. Some of these angles are well funky. Mogler is going to find Frodo Baggins. Frodo Baggins, I think, trying to fill in Quirky's shoes, which was lurking as the team pushed in on the other side. Players moving in from the short position now. I'm just going to take over camera control myself. Thwomp is literally up on heaven. They're looking the wrong way. They have no idea where it is, and Quirky Turtle is just going to. He's just going to surrender. He's just going to surrender. It's 16-12.
Yeah, good job, everyone.
A bit of manual camera work there at the end to try and capture the glory. Low score gaming. That was a brilliant game in the end. They much deserved that win. They let it go a little bit to allow the catch up, but fantastic game. Really fun one to cast. They definitely need to come back and watch this.